Hello, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Survival. Do you remember a user named... it's a pizza ID. Do you remember a user called 67SE, who later renamed to OM3M? Well, he's back, and always, he's behaving the same as usual. I don't know why it's lagging out today. One moment, please. Oh. That seems to fix it. It's odd. Never mind. But, anyways, he's back as usual, complaining and telling me things that I already know. This server needs a better CPU. Don't worry, I'll help you because I'm the best administrator ever, and you clearly don't know anything. That's effectively what he says. I already know that the CPU is, well, rather old. Okay, so, aside from that, I need to do a lot of mining today because I used all my andesite. So I'll need to go attempt to find some more. I'll do so in a big cave that I know about over here. And this building, I hope it actually is active and is not abandoned. Yes, the 67SD guy, or OM3M, or whatever his name is now. Okay, that's kind of acceptable. Okay then. That is certainly an anomaly. That is certainly an anomaly. What is going on here? Yeah. I need to see what is going on here. So that's what you get off of administrative duty. What has 94,000 entities? Where are there 94,000 entities? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to, okay, it's stalled. It may just crash in a while. I don't know who did it. My FPS is really going to pop. And it's not ticking the server, so I kind of don't know what to do. I guess I'll escape and hope it ticks. Yep, crashed. That's not good. What is going on here? I'm looking at the log here on my screen. It's saying entity can be hit by projectile. So somebody's built a lag machine here. Freeze. Hello? That server's cooked. Somebody built a lag machine. Beep, 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 yeah. No, computers are way too expensive now. I tried to look for a hard drive and they're all $500. Stupid. How long can it take for this thing to tick? I know there's 94,000, but surely that is not so bad that it cannot handle a single tick. Stupid thing. Okay, I'm going to pause the footage here because nobody wants to just look at the screen for 10 minutes or however long it takes for the server to shut itself down due to Watchdog. Okay, so I've attempted to use the tick freeze command, which should suppress ticks from the game. Let me see. So hopefully I can now see what was causing the lag. Or the kill command may have actually secretly gone through. Yeah, I should have used tick freeze immediately, but I didn't think to. But this is definitely an invaluable tool for checking out lag machines. So, what was here that caused so much of a problem? Because I don't see anything. Where's the wither? Did the wither shoot something? Is it in the sky? Oh. So I need to actually introduce here. Well, I can just do 100 days because there's no telling how long ago this could have happened. I cannot find it. I can just find that there's a wither. Oh. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Actually, tick freeze, that is one of the... I love this command, actually, because it's still running, the server, but all of the... It's frozen, so hopefully Core Protect will allow me to... Oh, it's Galactic Salt. Okay. I'll try unfreezing it. Okay. Yeah, so it's getting blown up. Okay, let's try unfreezing it for a bit. That's odd. Okay. Okay. So I don't know, did it keep shooting skulls somewhere that somehow got... Okay. Yeah. Well, anyways, it's a large machine. Okay. Okay, that's a great command. So I'm actually going to add that to the book, that if there's a lag machine and it's lagging the server so hard that you should run the freeze command. Now I need to help this exclusive guy because his stuff may have been damaged. Hopefully Core Protect got it. If it is, I can run a restore on him. Uh-oh. Okay. Let me see. I will give it back to him, of course. I suppose this is a bit of a exploration of administrative duty. So I don't know. How did that happen? Did it... If the Wither kept shooting in the nether portal, or did the piglins, does it stall it out for... However, I don't know. Did it just keep firing enemies until that's 96,000? Okay. I don't want to... even know. Okay. Okay. I'll give him 3. I think that's 384. What? No. Okay. Yeah, so that's what happens. If the server is stalled out like it was, what you do is not getting recorded by the server. So your client will say it happened, but it actually did not. So that is unfortunately what occurs. I suppose I'll continue. What is this? Whoa, okay, I think I really hope it's not a horrible song. I thought I heard some dodgy lyrics. And as you know, I don't edit these videos. So, if I get in trouble with YouTube for this, I suppose you'll know why. There it is, whatever that song was. So... course, Alti Director is about to be banned. He's on probation for the last few days. Tomorrow we're giving him his probationary evaluation. And I think it's safe to say he has failed. He immediately renamed all of his weapons after convicted child molester Sean P. Diddy Combs, as well as I think he made references to also convicted child molester Jeffrey Epstein. He joined the server with a skin of infamous dictator Adolf Hitler and bragged about it. I actually reported him to Mojang for it, so hopefully he will get in trouble with Mojang, and that will be well deserved. And now he's playing a possibly vulgar song. But as for Galactic, since it's accidental, he'll get let off this time. But if it happens again with the same farm, I think 2 or 3 times usually, that is when you determine it to be done with malice, and he'll get charged with deliberately laying the server. That's bad luck. I'm trying to find a cave with andesite. Oh wait, this one, loads of andesite. This is very vast. Lots of mobs. Yeah. Oops. The inspector is still running. But I don't know. I didn't know there were other types of recursive farms. See, chicken farms are usually the ones that cause the most lag because they are recursive. That is, the output of the farm feeds into the farm itself. So that's why there is an exponential increase in the production of the farm, which eventually leads to lag. However, how that works, looking at it, it seems to be the Laxix device. It seems to be the kind of machine that takes advantage of niche behavior or bugs or exploits or something like that. And that sounds like the kind of device that could, well, I suppose just start firing skulls non-stop. And then somehow when I went there it started trying to handle it, and I don't know why it caused such a large stall, because I thought those wither skulls explode on contact. But maybe what it was doing, it was being factorial, it was trying to calculate the collision on each of the other 96,000 items, while also trying to explode itself. I'm not sure, I don't know exactly how Minecraft's collision system works. And I suppose this is, well, either a very interesting or very boring episode of Minecraft Survival today. Yes. So keep mining away at this. I don't think there are a load of tickets right now. Maybe when I'm done mining I'll go see if there is a ticket available to do. A game with Mob Arena here. When I first got Minecraft, I liked playing, I think that Mob Arena on those Bedrock featured servers, which are all so modded. I don't know how they got it to be so modded. I remember the old ones. I think there was Lifeboat and Cubecraft. And this guy, Alti Director, I suppose he's enjoying his last few days on the server before he gets banned, almost certainly tomorrow, for failing to uphold the rules of the server during his probationary appeal. That's the new procedure anyway after a non-lament. There's 1 week probationary period after an appeal for a permanent ban to establish whether or not the user has successfully obeyed the rules of the server. Now this guy should know very well that naming his equipment after child molesters is not appropriate. And hopefully Mojang gives him some kind of disciplinary action. Because even if he won't listen to this server, he would listen to Mojang. He'll probably complain too hard. But all of these reporting systems, they usually don't work as intended. They have an unfortunate effect of failing to catch real rule breakers, and often cause a lot of collateral damage. I believe there's been another case of that with Discord. Discord likened to ban people arbitrarily. Oh no, I have so much junk in my inventory. So I'm going to do this pro trick called inventory discrimination. What does this guy want? He's probably made a grave mistake. Oh yeah, he's muted anyway. That's good. He's muted. Because of all the vulgar things he said yesterday. I know you have voice chat, what's your director? Yes, I know you're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
I don't know. Well,
You're
I can just... Every time I'm... Listen, if I have... If it's one... That was my cousin. I give my cousin my account, so he's still everything. I guess. I give my cousin my account, and he doesn't understand the server.
well, if I had $1 for every time somebody pulled that excuse, my cousin did it, my brother did it, my friend did it, I would have enough money to buy a new hard drive for the server. I'm not lying. Excuse me.
I'm not kidding. I swear to God, to Jesus.
Actually, no, I can't do that video.
I gave my account. So now I play. Yeah.
Well, this server's policy is that you are responsible for what happens to your account. So unless your account was hacked, then you're responsible for what happens on it.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what happens, because it's too easy for people to just lie and say, oh, my cousin did it. So if it's a hacker who did it, that's fine. But he's kind of wasted that. He said it's his cousin, so he can no longer go to it, the excuse that it's a hacker who did it.
And how did that go?
Pardon me?
How was that go outside? I haven't seen him in a while.
I don't know. I haven't spoken to Galactic Salt in a while either. He sounds exactly how I'd expect him to.
He's kind of
What did he say? Okay, well, you do not have a good reputation, sir. You are one of the most prolific criminals in modern server history. You have 51 items on your disciplinary record. And actually tomorrow you're getting your 1 week evaluation.
Look, I had a different same skin. I literally have a different skin. Just change my skin. I'll be back there.
I forgot, actually, if he comes back, I'm going to ask him if it was him or his cousin that put the skin of Adolf Hitler. If it was him or his cousin that renamed his sword to promote pedophilia. There's unfortunately been an uptick in extreme vulgarity cases, such as that. This one player called Cures333N. This user filled their house with horrible items. And some of them were actually, they remind me quite a lot of the kind of items that Landry and friends made on their first day in the server. Very vulgar items, like a reference to, let's just say, bodily fluids. Oh yes, policy has not changed. You can be vulgar in your Discord chat. Not on this server. Surprisingly, the lag machine builders have actually calmed down. Probably because we caught on to them and just started recognizing the signs. If somebody has 64 pumpkins in their inventory, then we get suspicious. If we teleport to them and see them building a specific device, then we know they're a lag machine builder. That's funny. I remember they kept saying, "Oh, it's not us who built it," even though it clearly was. That is, the laggers were. And I said, "Okay, then you won't mind if I delete it." And then they got pretty mad after that. They ended up actually not completing the lag machine, they just did their doxing left. Because for a while there, when they were caught, they would attempt to dox me. That was not very pleasant. But actually, there hasn't been a spam attack in quite some time. Almost full on andesite, and I am now full on andesite. I don't need this, I get one stack more of andesite. There we go. Yikes. That is going to be challenging. Just using the blocks I have. Hopefully there's not. Yikes. I'm just a fool. Hopefully there's not also a gravel pit here. Oh, there's quite a lot of gravel pits. Oh, but good thing there's plenty of andesite left over here. For another round of mob arena. Uh-oh, I'm actually in danger. Uh-oh. For some reason, these last few days, I've gotten several spam emails about my domain. I do not know why. Usually they happen when I first registered it, almost 2 years ago. And some of them I've received several other strange emails from fake Japanese people They all have the same premise that, oh, we don't make a business partnership so we can break into American markets. Apparently it's North Koreans that do that. So I replied with a big picture of Kim Jong-un and said, glory to Kim Jong-un. And they didn't respond. I'm not seeing what they're talking about I don't know. When it's back to normal. I'm not sure. I suppose I'll head over to Villager Land. That isn't good. Oops. This is very nice when it's been set up here by... I actually don't know who did it. And then I'll block it one at a time. This region. For VL Villager. Well, actually, no, I think this is the Kelson building. There's the Kelson building, the Emmanuel building, and the Violet building. All after people who helped construct this. This side I haven't built yet, because I don't really have the rails for it. I did set up the rail duper in my industrial section, but I think this amount here, I think there's at least 12 slots downstairs, or on that level, so I think I'll be fine. I forget what my level codes were for it. I think it was level 0, then 1, 2, 3, and then the first level here is 4, so that means your villagers are level 5. I still need to make the infection hall on level 4 over there. Hold on, this Oryx. Let's see. Oh. Okay, no, I must be going nuts, because I thought there was a player called Oryx77 yesterday. You will all die. Okay. Kind of ruined the effect. Keyboard double typing that one. Probably some kid. And I will light up the roof this time, so there aren't a load of zombies. Temporarily, this will be lighting up the roof. Eventually, in the future, I might want to have another level, but not right now, definitely not for a while. That building is capped off, because it actually has 2 empty floors on it, so there definitely won't be a need for any more. Oh, I didn't build the staircase up, but we'll come to that later. I'll write in my notes. Reserved for future series. And I have some unfortunate news, and that is down here at level 4. What happened here? Why do these people see a need to break 2 of my rails? I'm gonna assume this guy has harmed Villager Land. Where is you? Los Locos 3550. This guy. I do not know why they see a need to just harm my railway. My railway has not done anything to them. And unfortunately, somebody let the villagers out. Why? Why did they do that? It was completely unnecessary. Because it was going so well. They had been sitting in there for months while the rest of the facility was being constructed. This is going to be the infection hall in the future. And this is my 2-level industrial hall here on level 3. The output is down on level 2. Hold on, this doesn't make sense. I think I've gone mad here. So that's level oh, no, this is fine. Level 2 is fine. There's a bit of a half level. Level 1 on this building is not in use. It's not filled in at all. Let me try and fix this and get those villagers. Someone already primed them. I don't know why. That building, that room is explicitly, well, it's clearly meant for the activity of storing the finished villagers before a slot is ready for them. Look, stowage room. Is stowage room the same as trading room? Look, Alice and Billy, completely mangled. Oh, and of course they start moving. Great. I need to get them on the rails. There we go. There's one. Yeah, there's no escape. You are getting on my railway, whether you like it or not. There we go. That all turned out for the better. So, now I have to set the track switches. We'll do Alice first. So we'll run here. This is called my impenetrable design, because the baby villagers can't walk through it. And besides, it's just a redundancy, because there are not supposed to be loose villagers in here anyway. Oh good, I did make a tunnel to the surface area. These all need to be flipped. And then it will route into Marvelous. I want it to go around in a circle as it is now. And then that will send it up to the trading hall on level 5. Or I want it to go here. And then to this direction, not up to the next level. Okay, track switches are mostly set. And then I will pull this because I want the villager to be discharged. And then I'll just pull back when it's time for the next villager. So I suppose let's go and send Alice on her way. Oh, there's Billy. Now, it should work, but I'm sure I've probably overlooked something, and Alice is going to be sent somewhere ridiculous. Oh no, it actually worked perfectly. Look at that. Alice even connected to the bed. But I now need to get a lectern for Alice. And I do not know where this mysterious individual who loaded Alice to begin with put the lectern. But I suppose I'll deal with that later. Why is there a pig? Pigs are, in fact, farm animals on my rails are extremely bad because they block up the network. Chamber 1, Chamber 2, I think. There are 3 chambers and then the storage room. Send Billy off on his way. Bye, Billy. There he goes. So hopefully I'll see him. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to pull the activator switches. Okay, shouldn't be too big of a deal. I will actually shut down Alice's activator switch. I'll actually just put rails under him and then send it back in. Now of course this, yeah, actually that all worked out for the better. It did. I need more signs, and I don't have any because I don't have one wood. put some of this away because I don't need that much anymore. I have wood still at the construction site. Oh, I actually have some pre-made signs already. When I deconstructed Old Villager Land, I just dumped it in a semi-organized fashion. SPUC, Kelson Building. SPUC at Violet Building. Anyways, let's go up to level 5. SPUC. Level 5. Level 5. Because they can't really easily be traded. I don't know why you want breach. Oh, I guess it's from mazes and people love mazes. This one is at least good because you have thorns on it. Oh, they're already infected and disinfected. Oh, they're going to sleep. Hey, yes, this is observing the Villager Rights Treaty, which says that villagers need to have beds. And it's also good because having beds, I think it will stop the problem where the villagers remain attached to their bed in their breeding hole, and then as a result, new children don't get produced so well. This is going to be Alice. Activated August 5. Thorns. Lunch. Actually, I'm going to see when Alice was created. That would be the same day that this block was made. 76 days ago. I think, say, May 20th. Birth date. But I think for consistency, I'll just say the date that they were placed in here because otherwise it'll get confusing to track. This is Billy. Log 5, 6. Billy produces thorns and nothing else useful. Now I need to, actually the last thing I'll do is I'll find out where the lecterns are. There aren't any lecterns in the breeding chamber, and also just so you can see through the windows all the way through to the outside, straight through the building. In the stowage room, also no lecterns. And then this is a bridge that goes out to the infection chamber. There's my house down there. But I guess I am not able to find lecterns. Maybe in my construction site. Also, somebody took the doors off this entrance. And then that'll be the end. Oh yes, great. Lecterns. But yes, the Kelson building is definitely the largest. It took so many mining trips to get the materials for it. I'm hoping we can still access this. Okay, that's not good. I guess I'll actually sleep and check it out. I guess I'm sleeping with the villagers tonight. And I wake up in my own cell. But I want to see under what conditions the villagers accept work. Okay, will this villager accept this one? Oh, I just think I saw the green particles. There we go, good. But the thing is, no, you can't really trade with them. That's why I'll delete this one. They won't be able to escape anyway. That's a strange effect. Yeah, there's no need for these panes, because then it makes it much easier to trade with them. And in fact, I will put the glass on the rest of them. These are all in varying stages of completion. These ones have not even been started, they just have a very basic frame. Yes, this one really does look like a prison. Okay, thank you for watching.